It was a quiet afternoon in Lebanon. The time was 3:30 p.m. when something unexpected happened. Pagers across the country started beeping, chimes, melodies, and buzzing in unison, alerting Hezbollah operatives. But these weren't normal pagers. What followed next was a series of explosions that would change everything. The peaceful streets suddenly erupted in chaos as small, deadly blasts ripped through homes, shops, and motorcycles. The pagers that the operatives trusted for communication had turned into instruments of terror. Explosions sent people flying, men, women, and even children, caught in the crossfire of a complex covert operation. Mohammed Awada and his son were driving through the streets when they saw the unimaginable. A man's pager exploded right in front of them. Mohammed's son watched in horror as the man's hand was blown off, blood covering the scene. By the end of the day, Lebanon was in chaos. 12 people dead, more than 2,700 wounded, and Hezbollah had lost not just its operatives, but innocent civilians, including 4 children. The next day, the horror continued. Hezbollah's walkie-talkies, simple devices used for communication, began to explode as well. More than 20 people were killed, hundreds more wounded. But who was behind this brutal, high-tech assault? While Israel has neither confirmed nor denied responsibility, 12 defense and intelligence officials briefed on the operation claim that this was Israel's handiwork. This was no ordinary attack. Israel had been planning this for months, maybe even years. A shell company posing as an international pager producer was secretly funneling these devices to Hezbollah, rigged with explosives. They seemed like simple communication tools, but they were lethal weapons waiting to be triggered. The pagers contained batteries laced with PETN, an explosive compound powerful enough to kill, but discreet enough to avoid suspicion. To Hezbollah, these pagers were their secret weapon, an alternative to cell phones, which could be hacked. But to Israel, these devices were their Trojan horse, planted to strike at the right moment. And strike they did. Lebanon was left devastated. Hezbollah operatives and innocent civilians alike were caught in the crossfire of a technological war they couldn't see coming. The most ordinary of devices, once used for communication, had become instruments of death. And as the conflict between Hezbollah and Israel continues, one thing is clear: no one is safe, not even in the most common moments of daily life. On Tuesday, Israel activated the pagers. Within seconds, explosions tore through Lebanon. Ambulances flooded the streets. Hospitals became overwhelmed. Hezbollah's communications network had become their downfall.